Talk business with our partners 2 Degrees. There's major friction for the government's fast-track process. Watercare says Watercare may refuse to hook up an Auckland housing development. BusinessDesk Garth Bray is looking into this with us this morning. Hey Garth.
G'day Ryan.
So what? Why?
So fast track, we know about this, big deal, 149 I think it is projects that the government wants to expedite, all kinds of stuff, housing developments and that kind of thing. This Delmore up north of Orewa was one of the first 3 that was put into the process. They're going through that process now, and so people get to submit on it. It's had backing from people like James Meagher, who's I think one of the associate ministers involved, but you've got Watercare saying, hey, you build this thing, we've got no guarantee that we're going to hook it up to the pipes and so on. Our plans are to connect that area about sort of 2038. You want to build 1,200 houses there next year. It's not really part of our plan. And this, I suppose, is a real problem for that project. They're arguing, no, there is capacity there. You've just got to basically move some of your investments around. But Watercare's saying, well, no, we're not prepared to do that for this. There are other
priorities.
Places, yeah, other priorities. We're already spending that money. We don't have the capacity. We don't want to change what we're doing to suit your fast track development, which, I mean, isn't that the whole point of fast track?
Well, yeah, but this is fascinating because there are areas of Auckland right now where land has already been purchased, where sods have already been turned on developments, and they've paused. Yeah. They're stuck in their tracks because they can't get connection from Watercare.
So if you make the problem even worse, is that going to make that problem even worse for them and so on? And it's not just, I guess, Auckland that could be the problem too for this fast track thing, if you look around the country.
Yeah, well, what other issues could we see?
Well, I think we've reported on Homestead Bay down in Queenstown, where the Kawerau Bridge is only so big, and they're saying if you do the developments and the fast tracking that's on the other side of that bridge to build all the houses, we're going to need a bigger bridge, and even that could be a problem. So councils are having to sort of scratch their heads and try and run one step ahead of this fast track to see if they'll be able to deliver what it delivers. So this is the problem, I guess, when you say drop everything and do this.
Fast track is about getting the consents though, right? Like getting the permission. So isn't it fine to just, if you can hoe through that process, and then you will have a backlog, but at least it's all set, they've passed that hurdle, and then you can deal with the actual delivery.
You can imagine that might be what happens, is you wind up with a consent and then you get into a headbutting situation over what you can actually build and when you can build it. Well spotted.
Pipe Vision New Zealand, voluntary administration.
Yeah, related waterworks. But this is a sad story, but a sign of the times, I suppose. This is a little company that started up in a guy's garage in Christchurch and has got into voluntary administration, rather, with about 100 jobs, 100 trucks off the road. So there'll be all of the people that lent for that and backed for that are now sort of wondering what happens next. They made the difficult decision, they said, partly because of the 3 waters. They said 18 months ago, they were all getting geared up to do loads more pipe work, water, that kind of stuff that we were just talking about. And obviously that's now changed, prices have dropped. The work just isn't there. I mean, if you think back to the quarterly survey of business opinion, it was the start of this month, they said, I think it was a net 23% of businesses are saying they're seeing a reduction in activity in their sector. That's across the board. This is a sign of the times. This is what's happening.
Right. Garth, good to see you as always. Take care. Have a great weekend. Garth Bray from Business Desk, and we talk business every day with Garth thanks to our partners 2 Degrees.